This is Coach Jay-Z coming at you from Lifetime Athlete with an update, a member programming update for weekly training content for our training tribe. The training tribe is our year-round, nationwide online coaching and training platform based on an annual training program that balances the 5 capacities of athleticism, which are strength, speed, agility, and endurance. Tribe members, thanks for being with me. And hey, if you're interested in that and you're not yet a tribe member, you can learn all about the training tribe at thelifetimeathlete.com. And we'd love to have you join us if it's right for you. Okay, so jumping right into this week. This is the third week in the first month of our power block. So the power block runs for May and June. And we are emphasizing power utilization in our training. We've talked about the force velocity curve and where power lies between maximum strength and speed. So getting started, I'm going to go through today actually the workout maneuvers that are the updates for this week. And if you'll bear with me, I do apologize that I'm indoors because I wanted to be outside filming this particular workout, but it's pouring down rain. So if you can bear with me, I'm in the studio. Thanks for doing that. So I'm going to walk up here and see if I can read the monitor. And yeah, so workout A, as you know, begins working with your tubing, and you're doing those same exercises for just a general prep or warm up as you had been utilizing before. But what's new is we're going to put some footwork into the prep session as well. And I think I've got just enough room here to demonstrate that footwork for you. Let me just see if I can make your experience just a little bit better. Yeah, maybe that's about what we want. So none of these drills are new. You've done them all, but we're going to go over them. So we've got hopping first of all. And so a hop is when you take off of one foot and land on the same foot. So you've got a hop left, and I believe that's for 20 yards. All of these will be. And so you're hopping thusly, and then when you switch to the right leg, you can do that on the way back if you want. You'll do like so. Then after your hop, you've got the bound. And so the bound is basically going from left to right in an exaggerated run where you're trying to put a little more energy into your push-off to get both a little more ground contact time and a little more air time or flight time. So this one's going to be tougher for me to demonstrate in here, but basically the bound would be to, maybe I'll do that coming back as well so you get another shot of it. So I'm going to bound. I think that demo was a tiny bit better than the first one. Looks better outside, so we'll have lots of those outside videos coming up later in the year. Now I've got the skip, and skipping can be done in any number of ways. There's kind of a casual playground skip. You can also skip for height or distance. And you can work on your foot strike with your skip. And for this week, it doesn't really matter. Just do one of them that feels natural to you so you don't feel like you're struggling. Then you've got the gallops. And so a gallop is basically always keeping that same lead foot. So you're going to and that's left and right gallops. So you get your footwork done, and then you move into what's really going to be exciting because we've got some drag rig combos. Now, this month we've been talking about the drag rig where you have any type of a belt and a rope or strap, and then you connect your sandbag to that. So that's how we're going to utilize this. And catching my breath here, we've got a 20-yard experience this week, but we're going to go a little faster. So last week it was 30. This week it's 20. You're going to drag plus sprint. So on your forward driving drag rig, you're hooked up and you're powering out. And then you'll of course sprint back and then recover for a bit. And then you've got your squatted back pedal. And then you'll do unloaded without the drag rig, you're fast backed up. So that's what you're going to do. Those are 5 rounds. So that's quite a bit of work. Then you go into your combos this week. We're going to do some med ball work, which are throws plus jumps. It's only one of each, but we're going to do, looks like we've got 3 exercises and 5 circuits. So I'll show you what that's like. Some of my demos will be interesting given the indoor setup that I have. But first up, we've got the vertical press throw and the vertical jump. And so what that's going to look like, it's going to be as if you were doing a push press exercise, but you would release the ball. And this is one time, max effort, as hard as you can explode that ball up. Just watch out for it on the way back down. You don't have to catch it, but don't let it hit you in the head. As soon as you release the ball, you go directly into a max effort vertical jump. And I didn't quite give it max effort because I didn't want to hit my head on the ceiling, but I think you get the picture. So that's one of those. Then you go to the backward overhead. Oh, I'm sorry, you go to the horizontal press with a broad jump. So that's going to be fairly self-explanatory. You're going to, you can step into this, then just a powerful forward press. I didn't actually throw my medicine. I didn't want to break anything here in the gym. But you're going to do that. As soon as you release the ball there, you're going to do your broad jump. So that's a standing broad jump. And again, you're going to really load and explode and give it your best effort. Recover. Then that final one is kind of exciting because you're going to do probably what's everyone's favorite throw, which is the backwards overhead throw, where you load up and then you really release the ball going backwards like that. As soon as you get done, you're going to do a low hurdle jump. And how you set up the hurdle, it's kind of up to you. But a fun way to do this, which is very safe, is to take your tubing and then simply attach it to something and lay the other end maybe across your inverted bucket. And that gives you a hurdle, which is very safe because it's not restrained and it'll kick free. You can't hurt yourself, and that's very important to me. I don't want anybody getting hurt. So in my demo for this, I'm looking around. I didn't have this set up ahead of time. I don't know that I have a perfect setup, so I'll just ask you to imagine that this is here. So I'm going to have done that overhead throw, and then as soon as I do that, I'll approach my hurdle and then clear it. And that's what you'll do again. Just 1 and 1, but you're doing 5 rounds of this, so it's going to be pretty exciting. When we finish up with this, you do have some options. If you're smoked from this workout, jogging is the key. But if you're a running demon or someone who wants to really express aerobic power, let's go for a mile time trial. As close to all out as you can stand to give, and then record that time because we're going to use it later in the year. Now, next up is workout B. And there's no change in the calisthenics circuit that we do for the warm-up. So you probably have already memorized that for the month. But we go into carry complexes. And so what they're going to look like is a carrying exercise plus a lift. And that's 30 seconds of carrying plus 30 seconds of lifting. So let's see what the first exercise looks like. That is doing a double rack carry followed by an overhead press. So you can use any weights that you have available. They can be dumbbells or kettlebells. They don't even have to be the exact same weight if you don't mind working asymmetrically. I love doing that from time to time. So when you're in that rack or catch position, you're holding at shoulder height. So that's what you'll do. You'll walk for 30 seconds, and then you finish out with presses, overhead presses for 30 seconds of those. Next up, we've got the, the farmer's walk and the hang clean. So I'm having a fun time today, guys. Thanks for bearing with me. It feels a little goofy doing the outside workout inside, but I'm a wimp. It's raining hard. Okay, so let's say you're using your dumbbells or even gym bags loaded with you-know-what. Anyway, you do the walk. This is the farmer's walk or the bilateral carry. You can use 2 buckets. But when it comes time to do the hang clean, you may want to have weight implements if available, because you need to be able to bring those up to shoulder height like this using explosive power. Now, obviously, I could be using a heavier dumbbell, but that's what I grabbed for the demo. You wouldn't want me to get too gassed out, would you? Okay, the final thing now is our front carry followed by a Zercher squat. So that's going to require a sandbag. I'm going to go grab it. And as I come into your screen, this is the front carry. You can use a barbell to do this as well, or anything else that you have. Then, after you have done your 30 seconds of front carry like this, you're going to go into a Zercher hold, which is in the bent elbows. And so a bar fits right down in there, the sandbag, I'm doing this, and then we have the squat done in that manner. So those exercises are fantastic combos, and I think you're going to really enjoy doing those. And then when we go to our intervals, this week we're doing a bit of a warm-up. This could be using your bike or rower or anything else that you have available. And then you're going to do 10 times 30 seconds hard, 30 seconds easy. And there's a real art form to figuring out how hard you can go and how easy you have to go so that you can get through that power-related session. So guys, those are some of the moves for this week. And thank you so much for bearing with me today in a rainy situation. And hope you have a great time with the training. If you have any questions, ping me on the T2 forum or in the masterclass. You rock. Thank you.